You are made of trillions of cells, trillions. And in most of these cells is 2 meters of this molecule called DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. Small sections of DNA are called genes, and genes give us our characteristics. More of that later. But if you've got such a gigantic molecule in most of your cells, and cells are so tiny, how do we get it in? Well, the answer is that it coils. And DNA coils, and then it supercoils, and then the supercoils coil until they form these much smaller bodies called chromosomes. Okay, we said we would talk about genes and how they affect characteristics. So what do we mean by characteristics? Well, characteristics are who we are, who you are, who they are. They control our eye colour, they control our hair colour, they control the shape of our cheekbones, they control the colour of our skin, they control the size of our feet, they control how tall we are, they control the shape of our ears, they even control what sex we are, whether you're male or female. And the reason why there's so much variation in the way people look is because people get a mixture of genes. They get half their genes from dad and half their genes from mum. And these genes come together and form an embryo, and a baby is born with a mixture of the genes from mum and dad. And that is why we see such wonderful variation in all the people we've just seen. Have a little think about yourself. Have you got your mum's eyes? Are you as tall as your dad? You will have the variation of the genes from mum and dad together. Right, we talked about there being mum's genes and dad's genes coming together and creating variation. But what if I was to take a cell from the follicle of a hair, which already had all the genes in it, then take those genes and put them inside an empty human egg cell and grow that cell in a womb, and then that cell would turn into an embryo, that embryo would become a baby. Well, what would that baby look like after 15 years? An absolute clone, genetically identical in every way. Same height, same hair, same eyes, same body shape, same size feet, identical in every way because there's been no mixture of genes. The genes are identical, we have a clone. So we've looked at variation, we've looked at DNA's role in cloning. So what is DNA's role in evolution? Well, to understand that, we need to go into the very small world of bacteria. To see evolution take place, we can look at the microscopic cells of bacteria. Some bacteria can be harmful and cause disease, and we call this kind of bacteria a pathogen. Like you and I, bacteria contain chromosomes that contain their genes that give them their characteristics. These cells make perfect copies of themselves, each time doubling their mass. The cells produced are genetically identical to the last one, or clones. Now, evolution normally takes place over hundreds of thousands of years, so we've speeded this video up. In bacteria, we can see evolution happen in a single generation. Now, if a pathogen were to get inside you, it could make you very ill. But we have antibiotics that can kill the bacteria and make you better. So what is the role of DNA in evolution? We will see bacteria clone themselves again, but this time, the more eagle-eyed of you will notice a very subtle difference. See if you can spot it. Well spotted. This time one gene is different. It is an accidental mutation. To see what characteristics this gives the cell, we need to use our antibiotic again and see what happens. This time all the cells have been killed except the one with the genetic mutation. This gives it a huge advantage over the others, and now this cell is free to clone itself and make further copies. Now let's see what happens. From one simple genetic mutation, we have created a new species that is completely resistant to our antibiotic. It has evolved. Look at the world around you. It's full of these mutations. It's full of these adaptations that help a species survive. From the length of an anteater's nose to your opposable thumbs, and more importantly, your inquiring mind. I hope this has helped.